Hey Aquarius, gonna do a mid-month check-in for you. See the first card that comes out. Let's get right into it here. First card that comes out, we have Five of Swords in reverse. So whatever confusion that you've been kind of dealing with, or maybe you're in your head about a few things, could be work, relationship, or just in general, just not really being clear on a situation. Seems like you're coming out of it. In the mid October here, you're just kind of seems like you've worked through some issues and things kind of clicked for you, and you're able to kind of figure some stuff out. So Five of Swords in reverse, and we have, yeah, it just kind of feels like, maybe in the past you were kind of, unsure of a situation, maybe really overthinking a situation. If it's a relationship, maybe it wasn't going the way you thought it's supposed to go, and it really kind of got you in your head, and now it kind of feels like you're coming out of that. You've kind of worked through a couple of things. Maybe you worked on yourself. Maybe you know, started doing more meditation. Maybe you picked up another hobby. You started doing something to where you got your mind off this specific person or thing. Let's see here. Page of Swords. So this is air energy. You probably started working on something else. Maybe you started writing a book. Maybe you started doing a journal. Maybe you started posting more online. Something like that, to where you've kind of started doing more research, or maybe learning or leveling up on something. Maybe you were knowledgeable about a certain situation, and then you looked into it. You started doing research of maybe why this happens, or why that happens. Something like that. Which is good. It's always good to kind of like look into things. When you're unsure, what these, why things happen to you. So it's nice to kind of get into it and kind of see, learn, really just educate yourself a little bit, right? So we do have Four of Cups in the reverse. So again, I was kind of mentioning you're kind of over some sort of situation, and I think, before, you're in this situation where you were looking back at the past, maybe past relationships, or someone that you were dealing with. Things weren't working out, again, the way you thought it's supposed to be, and you're kind of like letting that go. It's done for you. You're not really worried about all that stuff anymore. Or you're gonna be in that energy of like moving forward, not not really dwelling on the past. Maybe a cycle is closed for you. You've kind of learned your lesson, and you're just not, you don't want to repeat. You don't want to repeat the cycle anymore, because you've already probably done it a few times, and you're like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. So that's kind of the feeling I'm getting right now. We do have the Emperor in reverse, so it could have been an Aries or another fire sign. It doesn't have to be. This could mean that somebody is that you're dealing with, maybe a masculine or something like that, that you've been probably wanting for a long time, or maybe you were talking to them, or you thought this was the one. You know what I mean? And now you've kind of let go of that situation. Whoever this person is, they're not feeling too good about it. They're feeling like crap. I mean, they probably thought that you're gonna be there every time. So every time they needed somebody, you're gonna be there. Anytime they wanted to do something, you're gonna be there. And anytime they counted on you to just be there and not really consider your feelings. So you really let that go, which is good. That's good. Moving forward here, a lot of forward movement. It kind of feels like, even though we're in retrograde, it's like the majority of people are just kind of like powering through it. They're not really letting it affect them. They're moving forward, full steam ahead. You have the Page of Cups, water energy. So again, little offers maybe, or maybe just you can see the pig flying in the background and stuff like that. Just could be daydreaming too, just kind of thinking how you want things to be, in your mind and stuff like that. Just trying to balance some stuff out. How you want your relationships to be, how you want your friendships to be, a lot of stuff too. And you can see kind of like, if you see a little hand over there, this daydreaming about a relationship or how it's supposed to be and stuff like that. It's really thinking, and it's not like a serious relationship. It's really light, friendly, Something like that, to where you're not stressing about it. You kind of let that go, but you're thinking about it. You definitely are thinking about relationships. Maybe you've been single for a long time, and now you're at that stage where you're just like, it'd be nice to, be with somebody during the holidays and bottom of the deck, be with someone during the holidays coming up and stuff like that, and maybe, exploring or experiencing, new things, whatever the case is. Just having a good time with someone. So you're just daydreaming fun little things in your mind here. Aquarius, sometimes, you do think quite a bit. So but at least it's happy thoughts here. You kind of let go of whatever was holding you back, and you're kind of moving towards, manifesting too. When you start thinking this way, this starts happening for you. So just remember that. Think positive. Yeah. See, so Six of Wands, that's a potential outcome for you. So victory. You're gonna be happy off a situation. So whatever you're kind of moving towards right now is looking pretty good. Let's see what's in your feels. What are you going through right now? So we know in the past you've kind of let go of quite a bit of things here, and you're daydreaming. You've kind of moved on. So I don't feel so much emotion for if this was a past person. There's like emotions and all that stuff is fading out or just gone. Like there's even down to maybe attraction. It's disappearing. I mean, and if it is a divine masculine or something like that you've expected to come through for a while, you kind of lost interest. Again, you just lost interest in the whole situation. You're done with it, and you're projecting that, there's something else out there that's going to be a lot more fulfilling for you. So, and again, that's a really good energy to be in, because, you start understanding what your value is and all that stuff, and that's what happens. That's it's a good, healthy way of thinking things through. Current fills, we have Knight of Wands. So Knight of Wands, playful energy, it's fire energy. Feel like this is you. I don't feel like this is a fire sign that you're dealing with or anything like that. Even though you're an air sign, fire energy, you're just, you're making things happen. You're transforming. You're, really making changes, and you want changes to be happy changes. You want it to be, fulfilling, fun. Not really worried. I mean, there's always everyday stress, right? Bills and all that crap. But, other than that, like when the weekend comes or whenever you're off or something like that, you want to have a good time. You don't want to worry about the drama and all that stuff. You're kind of done with that. I think you've walked away from a lot of that stuff. So, that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. Let's see your environment right now. What is in Aquarius's environment? We have Justice in reverse. So Justice in reverse is, something unfair, maybe unfinished business. Maybe there's a connection or something like that. It just kind of like, just ended. So, that could be in the future too. So maybe, mid-October, things, disappear or not disappear, but like connections or communication ends or something like that, to where, it just kind of leaves you in this kind of stage of like, you didn't expect it, So, and that always does suck, if you are in a connection, or a friendship or whatever the case is, even if it's just dating, you don't want it to just end with ghosting or something like that, or you just don't want it to end without discussing what, if this is really going to be something or not, Typically the adult way of doing it is that you sit down or maybe talk on the phone and say, this is not working out, let's be friends, whatever the case is. I kind of feel like maybe you're dealing with, maybe somebody that, with two pages, Page of Swords and Page of Cups. It could be someone that is not emotionally mature, very immature emotionally, doesn't really know how to handle situations, maybe not ready for relationships, things like that. It's just something that, you've grown, you've kind of worked on yourself, and the person that you're dealing with is just, hasn't clicked to them yet. Again, still immature, still haven't worked through things. We do have the moon, so it's Pisces energy. So the moon does, have some secrets, or maybe there's again unfinished business, information that hasn't came out yet. Maybe it's coming up in the next full moon here, but this is information that maybe you'll find out, or they'll find out, or something like that, to where secrets are going to be revealed, or maybe emotions are going to be revealed. It could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, whatever the case is, but something's coming out to where someone is going to have some sort of like light bulb moment, or if it isn't, it could be straight up talking, that maybe this isn't going to work, or maybe this is the situation right now. There's going to be discussion. There should, and like I said earlier, it sucks if there isn't any discussion, but there will be discussion about this situation. It kind of feels like a relationship that's kind of just kind of getting out of the picture slowly, and it's like no drama though. There's like no fighting. There's it's just kind of like fading out, like the attraction, emotions. I kind of feel like you're working on yourself and doing your own thing, and again just want to have fun, and you're looking at bringing people in your environment that have that same mindset, growing and things like that. So what's your potential outcome? And we'll get some clarifiers here. So we do have the Hangman. So we have the moon, and then now we have the Hangman in reverse. So again, it kind of goes back on what I was saying earlier. You've been in this kind of rut situation, mentally just kind of overthinking things, and you've kind of moved on from that. You're letting a lot of that stuff go, so you can start something new. You're kind of in that stage of building something new, or working on yourself, something like that, to where you've kind of let go of whoever was holding you back, and you're kind of moving forward here. It is a mid-month reading, so a lot can change towards the end of the month. It is something that is probably just about to happen, or just happening into the next couple of weeks here. But it's a lot happening in the short time period, which is nice. That means you're really working on yourself, thinking things through and understanding what you want. That's the main thing here. Let's get some clarifiers of the future. Let me just clarify the Hangman, and I'll clarify Justice. We'll do Justice first. So Justice, we have Ten of Swords. So yeah, backstab, betrayal. This is someone that you expected something from. Maybe a relationship, or they played you. So this is someone that just kind of breadcrumbed you, and you started realizing that, and that way I think they started getting the hint that you were catching on, and they kind of like pushed away too. They didn't really know how to handle that. Clarify the Hangman in reverse. You're no longer waiting yet. So you have the Magician that comes out. So you're manifesting totally something new. Like whatever you were originally wanting is done. Like you, for maybe months, maybe even like a year or two, you were thinking a certain way. You're thinking it's supposed to look a certain way. And then now it's like all of a sudden, I don't know if it's just because of retrograde, but like all of a sudden the energy is like a fast change to where you want something new. You're going to manifest what you want, and you're going to be happy about it. Again, you want to have fun. You're not really looking at anything with drama or any your environment. You want people, close friends, that support you, that have a good time, and you can learn from them and they can learn from you. It's like that. That's the energy that I'm getting here. So it looks really good. Let's see here. Not really needing to clarify much, to be honest, after that, because again, the energy just seems like it's shifting into your own power. It's like you've really honed on someone and put a lot of energy, because when you start thinking about somebody, you start putting more energy into them than yourself, and it feels like that you've kind of pulled away from that, and you've started like saying, F it, I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to manifest stuff that I want in my life. I want to have a good time. I want to be happy. You know what I mean? Like, so, and it's a good thing. You're going to be transitioning to a part of being you, which is going to be even more attractive to everybody, So when people see you, you're going to be in this energy, towards the end of, in the next 2-3 weeks, you're going to be in this energy of like, I don't give a F attitude, and people are going to see that and be like, damn, I want to be, I want to get to know Aquarius a little bit more. What are they working on, So um, let me get you some Ganesh here cards, and Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck, and should be good. And if this does resonate, go ahead and hit the like, and I'd really appreciate you guys watching. Just started this channel here, so trying to get my setup a little bit better, so bear with me. But yeah, let's see what's going on. So the card we have is Sustenance. So let's see what this is about here. 7. So enjoy the nourishment that life can give you. You are in a time of abundance where there is more than enough to support your desires. Ganesha encourages you to appreciate all the blessings, treats, gifts, friendships, and love surrounding you now. Nourishing your soul can mean finding interesting, exciting, and stimulating ways to experience life. This is time to learn, grow, and change. It also can mean that refusing to create, experience, and grow can be detrimental to you. Only you can truly know what your soul desires. It is essential to find ways to understand and do something about it. Do something about your needs. This means listening to your inner dreams, hopes, and wishes. On occasion, it may mean acting in ways of contrary to what others expect or hope from you. So, not bad. It kind of resembles here this whole reading, just working on yourself here and just kind of doing your own thing. So, anyway, I hope you like the reading here. Go ahead and hit the like, and until next time, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.